Welcome back, your morning cup of coffee, episode 2. To my right, my awesome host, Kent Petras. Kent, take it away.
Thank you, and I was proudly introduced by one of my favorites, my left-handed co-host, Andrew, the COVID survivor Domzalski. As well, we are both very excited and slightly nervous to introduce our very first solo guest, someone who we are very proud and honored to call a friend, someone who has worked for everything they have in and outside the classroom. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Hopkins.
Thank you. That's quite the introduction.
Glad to have you, Michael.
I don't deserve that
Thank
introduction.
you, I know.
That's a great introduction.
No, you deserve
You had that wrote
every second of it.
Just like you threw it
I
up.
did, completely. Just like I drew it
Love
up.
it.
Mhm.
I love it.
All right.
Hi, guys.
So, Mike here, he attends Ashland University. And Mike, we understand that you just changed your major. So
I did.
let's get into that a little. What did you start off as?
Came into Ashland, enrolled in integrated science education. So I just wanted to be a high school science teacher.
Okay.
Initially wanted to do math education, but then I looked at the course plan, and it was like Calc 1, Calc 2, Calc 3,
Yeah.
DiffyQ. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Science is cool. I don't want to do that. I was science education for my first 3 semesters.
Right.
It was good. I liked it. And then I had student teaching. My last semester, I taught at Worcester High School part-time.
Is that like a full-time, or like how much time do you put inside student teaching? Is that like you only put in like 1 to 2 hours a week, or is that like take up class
Yeah,
time?
it was Tuesdays and Thursdays for the first 3 periods of the school day. So I was with 3 different classes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It was fun. And honestly, I did really good at it.
Uh-huh.
I had you have your supervisor come watch your lessons, which is terrifying, by the way. And I got like 100% on my first one. Like,
Oh, nice.
but I like,
I'm sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt.
yeah.
Are you completely teaching the class, or are you with someone? Are you
Yeah.
like the assistant to the teacher, or do you have full control, or how much flexibility do they have of what you can and can't teach, or the lesson plans?
yeah. So I teach basically it's your CT, your cooperating teacher. You're in a classroom with a teacher that's already there. You basically make a lesson plan for whatever they were gonna teach that day. But you're on your own, and it's like sink or
Yeah.
swim. The one day,
Right.
it was before I taught my first lesson. There was a sub in because my CT was sick, and she had to have been like pushing 80. And one of the things that was new in the classroom was they got a smart board, and I forget her name, but she was the nicest old lady ever. She didn't know how to use it. And all of the assignments were just watching a video, and she just could not figure it out.
Yeah.
So I had to figure it out and get the video up. And the one class period, it just didn't work. So it was just 45 minutes of scrambling.
Yeah.
And a
Mhm.
bunch of, I would say probably like 20, 15-year-olds. Just
Oh,
like,
wow.
Oh,
it's just scary.
Yeah.
I didn't like
right. What grade is that? Is that
It's gotta be freshman, right?
11th, 10th,
freshmen and
11th?
sophomores, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Freshman. Oh,
So it was a
group
little
of kids.
scary.
That's a group of kids.
Yeah.
Do you have any war stories,
Mhm.
like, of, like,
War stories. No,
like bad
no.
kids?
Honestly, I was in really good classrooms. I was in mostly like CCP and AP classes, so like the
Oh,
kids were
okay.
like behaved.
Yeah.
Oh.
But besides that, there's just way too many high school girls that would like sneak and take pictures of me, and I would just catch them
That's really
and make
weird.
me really
That's
uncomfortable.
really weird. That is really weird.
Like, and
sitting at the desk, like,
oh no, so bad. Like I remember one day I was like, my CT was like lecturing, and I was just like working on my lesson plan for the next class, and like I just look up, and like these 2 girls sit next to each other, it's like take a picture, giggle, and look at me. I'm like, no, I can't do this.
That's so weird.
And
yeah.
they have to call me Mr. Hopkins. So like I didn't like it.
Oh.
I didn't like it.
Did you say
Wow.
anything to them, or just
No.
like almost ignore
What
it?
am
It
I
didn't
supposed
happen.
to say?
I would get up and be like, hey,
Hey
stop
guys,
taking pictures of me.
please.
No,
Yeah.
I just kind of like, ugh. that happened a
Oh,
couple
that's
times.
creepy.
I didn't like it. But no, I mean, I enjoyed it. Because my plan was to do science education, teach high school science, and coach track.
Yeah.
And I still would love to coach track. Like, I just didn't love the classroom environment. Like, it's just a grind. Like, teaching isn't. Oh my gosh, I just don't know if I wanted to keep up with the day to day of that.
Right.
But it's just crazy. I still love teaching and like all that it does for kids and stuff. But I just
absolutely being around the kids.
So now you're changed to what?
Yeah, I switched my major to digital media production with a minor in marketing.
Yeah, and I hear you're pretty hooked up with a sweet deal at Ashland. I've seen a few videos. You want to go into that a little bit?
Yeah. So I actually run the Ashland University TikTok, and that actually happened. It's completely unrelated to my major change.
Yeah.
So last track season is the indoor season. My teammate snapped one of his poles in warm-ups. It was a crazy video.
Yeah.
And I just put like the dumbest sound effect over it.
Yeah.
It's like a boing and posted it on my TikTok. Right. Actually, I have no clue how many views it has. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah.
7.9 million views.
Oh, wow.
So I put
7.9 million?
Yeah.
Damn.
And
that's just on your personal, right?
My personal. That was not Ashland. It was just like the stupid video. I thought it was hilarious. Like I made it like 2 a.m. after the meet.
Yeah.
I think it was like on the bus home. I was just like crying, laughing on the bus while everyone was asleep. It was so dumb. And it went stupid. It was the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah.
And the girl that ran the TikTok at Ashland before was graduating, and she saw it. She's like, "Hey, like, would you want to make like a day in the life TikTok of like a track athlete at Ashland?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." It's like I saw your page because of that one TikTok, and like, I don't know, I feel like you do a pretty good job. I was like, "Sure, I'll do it," and I did it for them, and it was good. And it's like, basically, she's like, "I'm graduating. Do you want to just like take my job?" Pretty much. I was like, "Yeah, like, sure."
Yeah,
so
pretty cool.
She's like, "Yeah, like I literally clock in for watching TikToks and trying to get ideas, and I get paid to go walk around campus and make TikToks."
Oh, that's a paid like position?
Oh yeah,
that is incredible.
I mean, it's like, I don't know, campus pay is not good. I think it's like $9.30.
Hey, getting paid to make a TikTok though is
still I can work like 13 hours a week, up to 13 hours a week for doing stuff with TikTok. Yeah. So it's fantastic.
And you're just hanging out.
Have you had a viral video on the Ashland account?
Nothing crazy. I think one has 10,000 views.
Yeah.
But like, it's tougher when it's like more like
has to be like stuff. School.
Yeah, school appropriate. Right. I don't know. Maybe if I just put a stupid sound effect, it'll get 8 million.
Is that making you like more well known around Ashland at all? Is that getting
honestly?
You the TikTok guy?
Kind of. I was telling Andy beforehand. Ashland's pretty small, so like no one like tells me to my face, but I'm kind of like the TikTok guy.
Yeah.
Which I don't love, but like I like my job and it's fun. I enjoy it. So.
How small is that Ashland? Like, do you know how many like per grade or how many undergrad?
Yeah, I was telling,
because I know Dayton's at like $2,000 per grade, and then it's like $8,000 under.
Yeah, I was telling Andy, it's like there's a lot of online students, and we have a nursing campus offsite, so a lot of the students do either of those. So like on campus, it's like 3,000, so it's really not that big.
Oh, that's tiny.
Yeah. You don't really see a ton of new faces, but I don't mind. It's
right.
It's whatever.
I almost like that. It's a bubble in itself.
It's cozy.
Its own community. You know everybody. You go have a different class. You're going to have people you know in different classrooms.
Yeah.
It's like slightly smaller than Akron. Because Akron's like in-person enrollment is like small for the size of the school, I guess. It's like around like 5K, 6K.
No way.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Huh. Oh, it's way bigger than that.
I like it. That's actually
it's like,
we're all at small little
it's
school.
It's good because like I see some of the same people like over and over, but I'm always seeing a new face. So it's like it's pretty cool.
I like it.
I think there's a very good mix of being around people that you know and surrounded by familiar
Yeah.
faces. Go to a class and you see at least someone you can text about the homework or the tests, but also if you need to be, or kind of just be by yourself in a day, or just kind of like not want to worry about talking to people, you definitely have enough
Yeah.
space and enough people out there that you don't have to be surrounded by everybody
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Like at Ashland, I don't know everybody, obviously, but like I feel like I know most people's faces.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like oh, there's that
Right.
person.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've seen them before.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
Definitely agree
It's-
with that.
it's quiet. I don't know. Not much happens here
Hmm.
besides
And I
making
know,
TikToks.
right. And I know for myself, like I officiate intramural sports at
Oh,
Dignity,
yeah.
so I have every single person who's playing intramural
the
basketball.
perfect
baseball,
job for you.
football.
Yeah, it
Soccer.
really is.
That is
It's-
that
It's
is
a
the perfect
personality
job.
that's for sure.
It really is. Like I'm not just saying like but like the biggest thing is even in intramural sports, you're literally reffing and officiating kids who are in your same accounting class, and still every single call you
Yeah.
make, people are going to be complaining. Are you like, are you kidding me? That's a horrible. Are we watching the same game? And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm making minimum wage doing this, and I don't play basketball. You know, I sat through a 4-hour slideshow on training,
Yeah.
and you're yelling at
Come
me like I'm gonna see you in class
Yeah.
tomorrow. But it's tough. You got to be able to be in there, and then just anytime anyone says anything, like just to be able to give it right back
Yeah.
at them, and just because if you let them get on top of you, then you're just trying to keep your head above water, and then the pressure gets on, and it gets
Yeah.
tough. But
What are you gonna do?
mhm.
Rise
Have you-
above, Kent.
But yeah,
Rise
with-
above.
Have you had like a
That's
bad
right.
an intramural, like someone come up to you and like try to like fight you over a call yet?
I haven't had anyone that try to fight me, but there's definitely people who like get in my face a
That's
little
so
bit.
weird over
Nothing
an intramural.
crazy.
Like
you know.
seriously,
Chill out.
Yeah, it's the Super Bowl for everybody. Everybody's. Oh, I guess there's no travels this game. Oh, I guess we can throw them to the ground. We won't get a call this game. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to call it the fairest game
Yeah.
possible, you know. And I think the hardest part for me is like when there's like co-ed games, so guys and girls
no.
are playing on the same basketball team. There's girls who are playing who aren't good, or guys who are playing who aren't good. It goes both ways. There's like people who definitely don't play, but like this is their first time playing basketball, so they're struggling. They're either might like sneak in a little travel in there just because they're not natural with the ball, or maybe sneaking a double
hey,
dribble.
they know what they're signing
like,
up for.
I'm not-
though. If you're signing up, you gotta know the
That's
rules. Don't
true.
travel.
You can lay down the law, Kent.
Right.
Like put the hammer down.
Yeah, they stepped out.
It's-
Once you're
it's-
You are the
those
law.
lines. There's no messing up.
It's for people who aren't good at the game.
You're
and
not
there's this
good,
little
don't show
thing
up.
I'm like, really? I'm just gonna completely shut down the game, call a travel, and they're obviously struggling. They're embarrassed. I can't call
Well,
I
coach
that.
them up
expected
a
higher
little.
Nobody
standards
can
from
call
Dayton
that.
Intramurals, honestly.
Yeah, coach
I
'em
expected
up.
a higher standard.
Yeah. And then at the end of the game, when there's like 2 minutes left, of course, something like that's going to
Yeah.
happen. And then do I call it then because
Yeah, you have to.
it's close towards the end of the game? But I haven't called it all game. Like, people haven't been calling it all game. So now all of a sudden I'm going to call it, and then it's just a whole mess. But regardless, I mean, you just got to know as an official, every single call you make, people are going to be mad at you.
Yeah.
Every single call, foul, violation, people aren't going to agree with you. It's like a loveless job, thankless job.
Can't
It's a
please
thankless
them all,
job.
Kent.
No, you can't. Can't at
win
all.
them all.
Mm-mm.
yeah.
No.
So-
But you just got to have fun, have a big personality, and
Yeah.
You can do that.
make the most
can
of
do
it.
that.
So,
Right.
touching back on like track with you, Mike.
Yeah.
I understand like you obviously like had some injuries since like high school, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're
Hell of a
still-
track star in high school.
That's enough. That's enough. I just use a stick and jump over a stick. It's not that
Yeah.
hard. It's not
But
that
like
hard.
you're
Are you still pole vaulting?
Yeah, I am. I was telling Andy beforehand too. I'm out for the year. Yeah, I know. I was out my senior year, outdoor season. I had stress fractures in both of my shins.
Right.
Took off my outdoor senior year. It was pretty sucky because I was
Yeah.
trying to break the school record I'd been trying to break for a long time.
yeah.
But took off my senior year outdoor season, trying to rest for my freshman year. freshman year was going good. I competed like half of the indoor season, and then just like the same pain came back. Took rest of indoor season off, tried again outdoors, and it just came right back. So I redshirted outdoors last year. Did the same thing. Rested the whole summer. Didn't run at all to give my legs a chance to heal. And just, I think it was, October, just same pain came back. And I know the injury well enough to like, I just know it's back. And it wasn't the worst it had ever felt, but I just knew it was back. So took a step back again, got some more tests done, and taken the whole year off to give myself the best chance. So
is there is there a surgical repair for that, or is it, what is it?
Yeah, so it's interesting with stress injuries because once it happens once, it's easy for it to come back.
Yeah.
So it started my sophomore year. I had really bad calf pain. It was just confusing. Like I didn't understand it. I went to physical therapy from then until my senior year. And until I found out I had stress fractures, they said I had tendonitis, and I just ran through it. And basically I ran through a stress fracture for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
And which is not a good thing to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's interesting. Like there's not too much you can do other than rest completely.
Right.
But
that's so
it's tricky. But they are looking at something else with this longer amount of time I'm taking off. Getting some tests done over spring break, called compartment syndrome is what they're testing for. So, and there is a surgery if I do have that, to
fix it.
I don't know, sort of, kind of help.
Do you know what is compartment? What is it?
Compartment syndrome. Yeah. So all of your muscle groups kind of have a thin line of tissue that hold them, and your calf has 4 of them. And just based off genetics, some people just have smaller compartments than their muscles can hold. Like they can't hold it, and it causes like nerve blocks and decreased circulation and stuff. So they want to test me for that, and if they do have that, it's a pretty simple surgery they can do, and both my calves.
Like the odds of that, especially being both legs.
I'm not sure actually if there's like odds to it.
That's crazy.
I just got to get tested for it. The test is actually nuts, and I'm not excited for it.
What do you have to do?
So what they do is you go into the office and they put like these huge needles in each of like the compartments in your calves that read pressure, and they read the pressure while you're laying down and like resting, and then you get up, hop on a treadmill, and run with them in your legs until it hurts too bad to run anymore. And then they read the pressure. So if it's like crazy high, the pressure is crazy high compared to when you're resting, then you probably have compartment syndrome. I don't know what
and it's like just all on a what if too. Like that's like the craziest part of it. It's like
so I'm not excited for it. My doctor told me, she's like, it's probably one of the most painful tests you can ever do for like a sports injury. So I'm like, I mean, I've had this injury for 5 years, and I'm thinking bigger picture now. Like honestly, considering whether I want to keep doing track forever. With this injury.
That's where I'm almost thinking. Would it be a small, like a slightly good thing if it is compartment syndrome, so you can get a surgery to fix that?
Yeah, I've told people that. It's kind of weird. I hope it is, because I've tried just about all I can for stress fractures and stress injuries. Like, honestly, like my doctor told me, she's like, I don't really know what else we can do besides rest you again.
That's so.
But honestly, I do, just to try something else. And if it doesn't work out, then I don't know. We'll rethink about track and see what happens. But
is Ashland's track D2?
D2, yes.
So are you on scholarship?
I'm on a partial scholarship, yeah.
So say you have to like leave track due to injury, do you lose your scholarship?
I would, yeah. Thankfully with redshirting, I still keep my scholarship. So for the rest of this year, I'll be on scholarship, which is nice. But if I'm done, I take because track's an interesting sport where there's not a ton of funding, and not a ton of scholarships to give out. So most scholarships are partial, especially at D2. So if I'm done, they're gonna take it and spread it out somewhere else. So which is understandable.
Yeah.
I totally get it. But yeah, I don't know. It's been difficult for a really long time.
Yeah.
So
That's a hell of a journey that you thought you were over, through, and done with in high school. And now you're still
I don't know.
same song, same dance.
It's okay.
You know what
We're
I mean?
dancing. We're scrapping, all right?
We're
The
dancing.
quotes.
Furious
We
They're
are
on the point
dancing.
today.
Furious
Mhm.
dance.
Damn.
But being out, like, actually, this kind of circles back around to, like, not TikTok, but like social media stuff. With my new major, digital media production, I've wanted to get more experience with photography and videography, and the track team in Ashland is like strangely undercovered with like media.
Yeah.
All of our other sports teams like have a ton of coverage.
Yeah.
So I've been taking pictures and doing video for the track team at Ashland, which has been super fun.
Oh, cool.
Slight plug. I have a media account on Instagram, Mike Hopkins _media.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Mike Hopkins _
Oh,
media.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been fun. I actually had a meeting with the director of like communications for our athletics department. And they're going to pay me to take some pictures for the track team too. So that'll be
Jeez.
fun. Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Again, it's like, it's
that's-
like, again, like university pay. It's like $9 an
Yeah.
hour. So like, I mean,
Right.
um,
Mhm. I think the experience in itself is huge, and not just the experience, just like I would assume for your major, that is just a great thing to have on your
Yeah.
resume as well. You know,
Totally.
to be able to have that experience working with the university, working with the track and field district
Sure.
or
So,
group. You know what
Do
I
you
mean?
have like thoughts of where you want to go after college? Like, do you want to work like for a sports team? Like, say like the Browns, maybe.
yeah, I don't. That's what I knew I wanted to change my major to this because I've always loved like making videos and stuff.
Yeah.
I've always messed around with cameras. Like when I was talking to my parents
I
about
remember you loved it.
yeah,
You love
like
it.
I talked to my parents
Homecoming
about
videos.
yeah, I talked to my
Yeah.
parents about the major change. They're like do it. Like you've messed around with cameras since you were a little kid.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you've always have.
Mhm.
So yeah,
That's
I don't know.
sweet. And it's awesome that they're
Yeah.
rooting
Yeah.
for you as
my
well. That's
my
super cool
whole
seeing
family
them
is
do
really
that.
cool about
Yeah.
it. It's been fun. Like I've been sending them some of the stuff I've been shooting. They're like so cool. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know specifically where I want to go. I would love to work in sports.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. I mean, just
Sure,
like a
that's a huge market though.
dude thing. Like,
Right.
totally. I think. I mean, Ashland is pretty high level athletics. Like most of our teams are top
Pretty
division
good.
for D2. So like,
Yeah.
it's high level competition. It's fun to shoot. Like I'm getting to take some pictures for our women's basketball team too, and they're first in the nation for D2.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is
It's
actually
incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And there was a job opening for videography for the football team next fall, and they went to the second round of NCAA D2 playoffs, so they were pretty competitive too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a good experience. I don't know specifically
Yeah,
where
that
to go
sounds
yet,
awesome.
but I'm just trying to do a bunch of different
Mhm.
stuff. But
Yeah.
And we're young. We're so young. You know what I mean? We got another about 2.5 years, not even 2 1/4 years of college left. You know what I mean? That's more time than it's not a lot of time. It's gonna go by
it's enough.
stupid
Yeah.
fast, but it's plenty. Yeah, it's enough time to help us steer in the direction of where we
It
want
changes
to go.
every day.
So I'm proud of the process.
For me, I want to be
It
something
does.
different every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
It
think
does.
I would be called Mr. Hopkins ever, and I didn't think I would be I don't know, taking pictures for the university. So I don't
Yeah.
know. Stuff changes pretty
Right.
You
quick.
never know.
TikTok man, Mr. Hopkins.
I will
that's
say,
so much fun.
It's nice not having science classes, or I have a lot less homework.
Yeah,
It's real
exactly.
nice. Real nice.
Yeah.
Physics kicked my butt
Mhm.
last semester. So
Yeah.
I bet. No, that's so
So
Yeah,
to
I'm-
wrap
I'm
it
good.
up,
we got
with the last few minutes we have, if you tuned into the last episode,
Yes.
we
let's
asked,
go.
we did a movie draft, and we're going to carry that on.
movie
Movie
madness.
We're going to carry
Movie
that on to
madness.
every single guest we have. So
I
we're
love
going to
it.
ask Mike his top 3, and we're going to add them to the poll. Make sure to go vote on our Instagram at Your Morning Cup of Coffee. It's in the description, along with Mike's media.
Let's go.
So, Mike, without further ado, let's hear the top 3.
Yeah, you got it.
This is big.
This is big,
This is
and
huge.
I was
This is the building
mentioned
blocks.
this earlier, and I had a really hard time coming up with just 3. And I I can't put these in an order because in my eyes they're perfect movies.
Yeah.
So in not order from best to worst or worst to best, however you want to do it. First, killer action scenes, the best fight scenes I've probably ever seen. My favorite Marvel movie, Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Ooh, I don't think anyone's going Marvel yet.
So good. If you haven't
first
watched
Marvel
it,
movie
or you
off
haven't
the
watched it in
list.
a long time, watch it again.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I can get
So
behind that.
cool.
Okay.
So cool.
Yeah.
Number 2 is a feel good classic, a classic dude movie. Yeah, one of my favorite movies growing up. Remember the Titans.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh.
Sports.
People want to
Sports.
know. People want to know.
So good.
Who we are.
I forget the big
the mighty, mighty
lineman's name, the white guy,
Titans,
but he's so
mighty,
funny.
mighty
Love him.
Yeah.
Makes me smile.
Superman.
To finish off the top 3, what do
Sunshine.
we got, Mike?
Top 3. I rewatched
Wow,
this
that was a
last
good movie,
week,
Mike.
and I was reminded of it just makes me smile. Makes me feel emotions I didn't know I could feel. I will say this is my favorite movie, and that is Cars.
Cars. Wow.
Cars.
Pixar.
The soundtrack,
Yes.
Wow.
the sound
The
effects,
soundtrack.
Oh
I
my
love
racing.
gosh.
soundtrack. Is
oh
really
my goodness,
good.
Tone Mater.
The electric.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I agree. Definitely. Those are some.
Cars.
That's a good 3. That's definitely
That's a
it's
really
a very
good
unique 3. That's for sure. Yeah.
That was when I was a kid.
Sweet.
That was like when I was like before like elementary school and middle
So good.
school, in that phase of just exclusively watching
Yeah.
So
Cars.
good.
Come home from school, turn
Cars.
on
So
Cars.
good.
Wake up in the morning,
Cars.
turn on Cars. I would get a little Cars backpack, and when we go on vacations, I'm carrying around Lightning McQueen throughout the airport. That is a great
Yeah.
movie.
So good. So good.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, man.
thank you, Mike, for joining
That's
us
awesome.
today.
No,
Dude, it's a
thank
pleasure.
you, Mike. This is
No,
exciting.
thank you. You guys.
This is sweet.
Yeah.
You're the tip of the
Yeah.
spear. You're the start of the
Yeah, best
journey.
of luck.
You know, people are gonna be like,
Best of
"Wow,
luck with,
where did these guys come
best-
from?" And they're like, "Mike Hopkins."
That's enough.
That's
That's
where it all
enough.
started.
Best of
from.
luck with college, and thank you everyone for watching. We'll be back for episode 3 sometime next week.
Oh yeah.
So thanks for watching.
Thank you so